Hi guys, so today I'm going to be filming this makeup look. I wasn't actually going to film an introduction because I kind of explained, I did like a little introduction before the tutorial, so I'm just going to quickly come to you guys and show you the finished product. So this is the look that I just filmed, and what this is, I'll quickly explain, just a little brief. This is like my lazy full glam. It takes me literally just under 15 minutes to do it when I'm not filming. Like, this video was so long, but when I'm not filming it takes me about 15 minutes. So that's it, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please follow me on Instagram if you would like to. It is at demi.rawling. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Okay. Got a little pawpaw. Prepare the lips. Because my lips are hella dry right now because it's coming into like fall. My lips, who else? Who else is just like shrivels up into a dry being? Because that's what happens to me. Why do I feel like Elvis Presley? I mean, it's kind of cute, but I kind of look like Elvis Presley at the end of the day. I feel like everyone has one of those looks that you do, that you just kind of whip it out and it looks good every time. Gonna start out by priming with the Becca First Light Priming Filter. Beautiful, like dewy, brightening. I use it all the time, you guys see it. And I use my beauty blender, which is, guys, look, it's even got a mouth now. I just like to stipple, is that stipple? Pounce that into my skin. And I know, we have a little battle scars going on right now because I had some little pimples, little moments with me last week, and they're taking a little while. They're taking their sweet time to leave. Because this look is so basic, you can start out with the skin. You don't have to worry about eyeshadow fallout or anything. You can kind of just start out with the skin. For foundation, I'm going to go ahead and mix the Covergirl Aqua foundation, which is my favorite foundation in the entire world. If you're wondering, if you've been on my channel for ages, this is still my favorite foundation in the entire world. I love it so much. It's like a medium full coverage, very buildable, and it's like a satin finish. It's like perfection. And then the Loreal Infallible is like a matte, I think everyone knows about this, it's like a matte full coverage. Together they create like a beautiful full coverage, just amazingness. So I'm gonna mix them two together and use, once again, my beauty blender to blend this out. Okay, so before I use my beauty blender, I'm gonna grab my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, which is the only foundation brush ever that I will use, because I hate using a brush for my foundation, but I like to use this one just as like a beginning to kind of just get it into my skin, if you know what I'm saying. I never not use my beauty blender though. Like, I have to go over with my beauty blender, but I don't mind this to kind of even out the product. Like, I do like using this just to kind of even it all over my face, if you know what I mean. I like to kind of stipple it in with this and then go over the top with my blender. And then going over the top with my beauty blender to further blend that into my skin. Okay, so that is the foundation done. It's like a medium, fullish kind of coverage. So you can now move on to concealer. First of all though, I love to use a corrector under my eyes because, as you can see, I don't know if you can see actually, but I do have quite blue dark circles under my eyes, so I do love using a corrector. Some people call bullshit on correctors, but I personally really like using a peach one just for that area. My favorite one is by Peripera, which is a Korean brand. And like I said, I just use a little bit there, and a little bit there, and just blend it out. You don't have to use a corrector, but I would say if you have blue dark circles, get the Peripera Ink Corrector in the peach shade because it is amazing. Like, you can see, like, hello. I hardly blend in my corrector as well because once you put concealer over it, it doesn't really matter. Talking about concealer, where is it? Okay, favorite concealer in the entire world. I talk about it way too much. I'm actually annoying myself by how much I'm like repeating the fact that this is my favorite concealer. This is by another Korean brand. This is by the brand the Saem, and this is the Cover Perfection Tip Concealer. Holy shit, like, this concealer, I don't know why this isn't like everywhere on the internet because it's phenomenal. I'm not gonna go into it now, but it's my favorite concealer and I've tried so many. So when I do this look, I like to apply some of that to under my eyes, quite a fair bit, because I do want this to be full coverage. So under my eyes, on the center of my nose, and on my forehead as well. Also some on my chin and on my Cupid's bow. And also blend some of the concealer on the lid, and it'll like double up as an eye primer. You see the little tricks that I'm teaching you guys right now? I mean, that's kind of not really a trick, but anyway. I always go ahead and set it straight away with my RCMA No Color Powder, which is my favorite setting powder in the world. I feel like these sort of looks, I always use like my best of the best favorite products of life. So the RCMA, I'm not only going to set my under eyes, I'm going to set my entire face, because like I said, I want that like, you know, that full coverage beat. This look is mainly focused on the face beat, and then the eyes are like really simple. So like I said, quickly going to go ahead and set everything with the RCMA powder. I feel like I'm like pounding my face right now so hard because I had a, oh my god, why did that sound so dirty? I had a coffee like just before I started filming, and I feel like my energy is just like going all the way to my hands right now. So moving on to the brows, this is totally a personal choice. If you like that Instagram brow, which I usually do in all of my tutorials, like the cut, crisp, clean brow, you do you, go and do it. But whenever I do this look, me personally, I do my favorite type of brow, which is more of a natural brow. Like what I do is I brush all my brow hairs up. Okay, so what I like to do is just fill in any sparse areas, not really shaping it, not really focusing on like defining a line or anything like that, just kind of following the shape that I have, but just filling in any kind of sparse areas and making my eyebrows look more full. So that's what I'm gonna do today, but I always speed through my brows because I feel like brows, am I the only one? But brows are so boring. Like I always speed past tutorials when the person does their brows. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. My favorite brow product in the world is by Benefit, and this is the Precisely My Brow. Like you need this in your life. If you don't have this yet, you need it. No other brow pencil is as good as this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed through the brows. I need to put on some music though, because I need some music and I need the toilet. I need to pee. The coffee's running through me. That was TMI. I'm sorry. I love more natural brows. Like as much as I love doing the Instagram cut crisp brows, I do personally prefer these sort of brows, and they're more what I do. If I'm gonna do a makeup look and actually go somewhere, I usually do more something like this. So let's move on to the eyes. Like I said, the eyes are like the most simple part of this look. I'm just gonna go ahead real quick. Where is it? There we go. Grab a massive fat blending brush. This one is by e.l.f. and just dip into some of the whites up here. Just really lightly, just really quickly, doesn't really matter, and just kind of dust it over my lid just as like a little bit of a base going on. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is grab my MAC 221. It's a small, really fluffy, soft blending brush. I'm gonna go into MAC Cork down here. Like Cork is one of the most neutral browns ever. It almost could be like a contour shade. I have used this in the past as a contour shade. It's just a really, like I said, it's just a really neutral brown. What I'm gonna do with that is literally just fluff it all over my lid, all into the crease, like really kind of sloppy. I really don't care about the eyeshadow that much in this look. So let me just grab my little mirror here. And like I said, just kind of fluff it all over. And I'm also, hold on, show you what I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna start my nose contour with this shade. So what I mean by that is kind of bring the eyeshadow, can you see what I'm doing here? Like into like my nose area, if you know what I'm saying. Yes. Perfect. And just kind of fluff it all around. I'm also taking some of that shade under my lash line as well, all the way. So what I'm gonna do now is grab like a smaller, dense kind of packing brush. This is the Zoeva Smoky Shader. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the brown, MAC Cork, and what I'm gonna do, just really lightly, is just kind of pack it on the outer corner here, just because I always love to kind of have a little bit more depth and darkness in the outer corner to make your look a little bit more sultry and smoky. I can't help myself. And I'm also gonna wing out the shape just a little bit, starting from the lower lash line, and just kind of wing it out a tad, just a little. And then going back in with the 221 and just kind of blending all of that. That is like basically it for eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the lashes. What I'm gonna do is give them a nice coat of mascara with my favorite mascara, the Covergirl Peacock Flare, and I am gonna put on some falsies. Now the whole idea of this look is to make the eyes look kind of minimal, so always pick a lash. Like for me, this completely changes depending on my mood. If I want a really fluffy lash, if I want more of like a cat eye lash, like the lash always depends on what sort of mood that I'm in, you know what I'm saying? So today I'm just gonna wear the ones I wore yesterday. Hold on, there are two attached to here. Hold please. These are by Eyelure and I cut them pretty much in half, and they kind of just create like this outer corner like little feline shape going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on. But first of all, I'm gonna give my lashes a coat of mascara. Let's move on to the skin. My lashes are just kind of setting in place. The glue's still a little bit wet, but I always like to just kind of move on to the skin, leave them alone for a little bit. So first thing that I do is bronze. Bronzing is your best friend in these sort of looks. The face just needs to look beat. So one of my favorite bronzers in the entire world is this. I was so shocked. I'm not gonna go into it, but I was shocked of like with how much that I actually genuinely love this, because it's from the drugstore and it's from Physicians Formula. This is their butter bronzer and I use the shade Light. So what I'm gonna do with that is go ahead with, let me find a brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead with my Cheek Finish brush by Zoeva and bronze the shit out of my face. The best thing about this bronzer is that you can literally pile it on and it never looks too much. Ever. We want our face to look alive and healthy and glowy and all that good stuff. And make sure that you connect your bronzer like all the way down the temple into the one that's on your cheek, you know? And then going over with my beauty blender, make sure everything is beautifully blended. Okay, so now that we've bronzed, I'm gonna go ahead and contour with the Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. I'm gonna use my favorite brush, which is the Zoeva Face Focus. I am gonna contour, because like I said, the face of this look is like full on beat to the max, and the eyes are just what's like, makes it kind of tone down a little. I'm gonna go ahead and contour my cheekbones, my chin, and also my nose.
Here we go.
Okay, so I'm quickly gonna grab my beauty blender and I am gonna bake my nose a little bit. So I'm gonna like kind of carve it out with a little bit of powder, and I'm also gonna do the same to under the cheek situation here. Okay, so while that's baking, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some blush. I'm gonna stick with the whole like bronzy, glowy kind of theme. I'm gonna grab a blush by Becca. These blushes are incredibly pigmented and amazing, but they're very, very, very pigmented. This is the shade Wild Honey. It's like a beautiful, like burnt kind of coral, orangey, peachy gold. I think that's how I would explain it. I'm gonna grab some of that on my MAC 168 and apply that. Yes, to the cheek. Okay, so finally for the highlight, for the finale, for the grand finale, I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two shades together. These are both very intense, pigmented, metallic gold shades, because honey, if we're gonna do like an Instagram kind of makeup look, we need those metallic highlights. So this one is a little bit more of a lighter gold, whereas this one's a bit more of a bronzy gold. Gonna mix them together and literally highlight the entire shit out of my face. So I'm gonna highlight the cheekbones, the forehead, the chin, the nose, the cupid's bow, like everywhere. You guys will see. I'm gonna highlight everywhere. You don't have to be as extra as me and mix highlights together, but I love doing that because it just creates something so unique to you and yourself. So I love doing it. I'm gonna grab my beauty blender. I always do this just because it kind of makes the powder settle into your skin a little bit more, because let's be honest, I don't want the powder and the highlight to look like it's just sitting on top of my skin and really obvious. I mean, I want it to look obvious, but not like obvious powder. So I always like to take my beauty blender every time and just kind of blend it all in. I'm also gonna dust away the powder under my chin, my cheek. I'm gonna highlight my nose with MAC Oh Darling. I didn't even say what these were. Oh my god, I suck. This is a MAC highlight in Oh Darling, and this is the Maybelline Master Chrome, which is bomb. Like, if you can't get this, get this. Like, they're not really the same color, but they do the same job. They are unreal. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight my little nose, my big nose that I make little. Okay, so using the same brush to wipe away that powder and also blend in my highlight and contour together. There we go. Okay. I almost forgot. I need to highlight my inner corner. So again, I'm just gonna grab MAC Oh Darling with my MAC 228 brush. I thought this brush was gonna be like a waste of money because it's that tiny and it's so expensive, but I use it like almost every time I do my makeup, so I love it. And I'm gonna pop a little bit of that, pop it in the inner corner. I'm also going to pop a little bit of that under the brow bone. And just quickly grabbing a little blending brush. Make sure we're nice and blended. Ooh, honey. Honey, that is glowy. And finally, we have obviously the lips. Now, again, this can kind of depend on what sort of mood I'm in. If I want to do glossy, if I want to do matte, whatever. But I usually do this because this is my favorite lipstick, liquid lipstick of all time. This is Stila liquid lipstick in Caramello. It's my favorite nude ever of a liquid lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and overdraw my lips with MAC Spice Lip Liner first, then go over the top with Stila Caramello. I just love it so much.
Till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Okay, so finally we have one last step. I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my favorite setting spray at the moment. This is the Urban Decay Quick Fix. It's really hydrating, like it's a really nice hydrating setting spray without making you look greasy or oily or dewy. It's amazing. So we're gonna go ahead, spray, have a little yes.